Surgical resections inevitably alter the anatomy and the endoscopic appearances. This is a typical anastomosis, hand sutured with a visible stitch. In retroversion, this is a low stapled anastomosis. Stapled anastomoses are typically very neat with a good lumen, but they often have outpouchings or pockets beside the anastomosis. Here's another with an obvious pocket. One giveaway of an anastomosis is the new vessel formation, like this small vessel on the right. Or the prominent veins and visible suture on this one. Stitch granulations are often present, a reaction to the suture material. This was a diverticular resection with one tick remaining. The stitch granulations are very obvious here. In this rather beautiful anastomosis, there are some tiny granulation areas, but also non-absorbable sutures visible below the surface. Surface ulceration at a Crohn's resection, and also distal to it, is no great surprise. But there can be small ulcers even at normal anastomoses, and they can bleed. The blind end of a pouch may typically show pseudo-diverticular, and, if a stapling device has been used, a spur of tissue may be left projecting inwards. Amongst pouches, the J pouch is the commonest variety, whether coloanal on the left or ilioanal on the right. But there are variations, such as this K cock type, which is hand-sewn on the left or stapled on the right. This is a side-to-side anastomosis on the left, or hand-sewn W pouch on the right. Usually the endoscopist can't tell one from the other, except recognizing the spur, like this, not being misled by pockets or blind loops, and not being surprised by granulation tissue or minor ulceration. This is a visible holding stitch at the outflow of a J pouch. Here's the spur and the scope entering the blind loop of another J. Side-to-end anastomoses, such as this ileorectal for polyposis, result in a T-junction, so confusion if the endoscopist turns the wrong way. The internal view can be quite unobvious. This smaller opening is the true afferent limb, hypercontractile and difficult to intubate. Whereas what looks like the larger one is the blind loop. Stop, stop, stop!